Hi, Aunt Molly. Are you there? It's me, Kip.
Well, hi, Kip. How are you?
I'm great. Here we are today at Papio NRD with my friend Red, the Screech owl. Now, if we look at Red, her wing is injured. Her left wing, which was hit by a car, so she can no longer fly anymore. So we're taking care of her here at Papio NRD. Now, these Screech owls, they live right here in Nebraska. You'll see these in the cities as well. Since we're building more homes, they have less places to live, so we're actually seeing these guys come into our cities in order to try to find food. These animals have a really wide diet of different food. She'll eat small little mice, insects, and pretty much any small animal that she can possibly find. Now, if we look at her little talons, those little talons allow her to be able to grab her food. So she can swoop down, pick up an animal in the middle of the night, and she can grab it and eat it. These animals have been known to catch insects in mid-flight, so they're really, really athletic.
Is he full grown?
That's a great question. Red is fully grown. She's a small little owl. This guy probably only weighs a few ounces. This is all the bigger that she's gonna get. Now, this owl, we believe, is probably around 7 or 8 years old, maybe more. Since she was found in the wild, we don't know exactly how old she was. But in captivity, they can live to be about 14 or 15 years old. Do any of the boys or girls there have any questions?
Are these owls nocturnal?
That's a great question. One thing about screech owls, they are nocturnal. What nocturnal means is that they're up at night. So these animals will typically sleep during the day, and then when nighttime comes, that's when they're gonna search for their food. And they're gonna be looking for small insects, frogs, toads, and even mice. And they've been known to catch moths in mid-flight. If you guys look at her really big eyes, those big eyes allow her to be able to see at night. Since they're nocturnal, they have really, really good night vision. And that allows them to be able to spot the prey that they're gonna be trying to eat. And she has that little tiny beak. That small beak allows her to be able to grab her food. Sometimes they don't have teeth, so she cannot chew her food, so she sometimes will have to pull little small pieces of her food apart to be able to swallow it. These animals are carnivores, so they're only eating meat. They do not eat plants. So her diet's gonna consist of frogs, toads, small mice, insects, things like that. Now those talons they have are pretty sharp. That's why we use this glove. She uses those talons to pick up the animal she's gonna eat. Whether it's an insect or a mouse, she can grab that animal, pick it up, fly off, and then she'll eat it. If we look at the owl's head, she can turn her head really far around, but not all the way around. Owls have to be able to turn their head really far because their eyes are fixed in their head. She cannot move her eyes to search what's going on around her. She has to move her head. So she can move her head really far, almost all the way behind her, to be able to find out if there's a predator nearby that may be able to try to hurt her. Now these owls have amazing hearing, so when it's pitch dark outside in the middle of the night, they can hear any little animal moving by. For their prey, they'll swoop down, pick it up, and eat it. Those feathers on the top of her head look like ears, but they are not ears. She actually has what we call asymmetrical hearing. So she has one ear on top of her head towards the side, and then the other ear is down lower. And that allows her to be able to hear the direction of a sound. So if she hears a predator off to the left, she's gonna know exactly where that animal is, so she can hide and protect herself. Now these animals are really good flyers. She isn't because of her injured wing, but in the wild they can fly pretty good distances to be able to try to catch their prey. And they're very accurate too. If there's an insect flying in the air, she can swoop down and pick that insect up in mid-flight. Now owls are famous for their hooting noises that they make at night, so you probably won't be able to see one of these here, but if you ever go in the woods, you may be able to hear an owl's noise. And all different types of owls make all different types of noises. Any other questions?
Where do they sleep during the day?
These animals are cavity nesters, so that means they're gonna find a hole in a tree or a cave, and they're gonna build their nest inside that area. Now as the sun comes out, it's getting a little warmer outside, so she's trying to cool herself off by panting, kind of like what a dog does.
Kip, that is a beautiful owl. Thank you so much for showing it to us.
Thanks, Aunt Molly. We'll see you next time. Bye, kids.
Bye, Kip.
The fun never ends with Aunt Molly and friends. The fun never ends with Aunt Molly and friends. The